Alright, so we are back in the garage with the 8557, but we're not here for this because I've got something new to show you guys. So come over here. Well, actually first, there's the trolley, and here's the release rope for it, if that gives you any indication. I have the arm for it. Well, and it's a double L rail. Follow it back to a Moore-O-Matic Ultra Lift. This is model 750-S. I believe that serial number says 1992. Seems about right. This one does not require sensors, thankfully. So yeah, I got to work today and went outside and I saw the back of this thing, or saw the outline of it. I was thinking, that kind of looks like it's shaped like a Moore-O-Matic, so I went over and looked, and indeed it was a Moore-O-Matic. So this is a really nice machine. It does run. This is the original receiver, Delta 3, and I have a linear DTD program to it. It's dusty, it's been sitting in my room for a while. This does work. I didn't bother to hook up a wall button. There's 6 terminals on the back of this. You've got radio power, that's for push button, and then that is common. You've got the option for a light hookup, and this is for the for sensors. This does have the option for sensors, but thankfully it does not require sensors. On the back of it, there is the force and the limit adjustments are right there on the bottom. And this is a gear reduced opener, and all the gears are actually up on top here. Not sure if you can really see very well. That small gear right there comes off the motor. This is actually basically the same gearing. It reminds me of the way that track drives are geared. And I believe, yeah, there's a smaller gear on the back that goes over to drive the limits. So yeah, this is a really, really cool machine. This one, I know there's a screwdriver version of this. As far as other videos of these on YouTube, I know Garage Door Geek has one that I believe is a little bit older than this one. It's got a gray case. It was a model S700. And I'm trying to remember, I believe it was J something water. Sorry, I don't remember the channel name, but I believe he also showed an Ultra Lift that was just like this one that had the darker case. If I remember correctly. Alright, sorry about that, got interrupted. So here's the trolley. If we disconnect this here, slide it out. Here's the inner slide. It attaches to the chain. Basically, well, that looks like, I don't know, this must not be Master Links, I'm not sure. But just attaches to the chain like that, and there's this little bracket piece here that holds it onto the chain. And there's what the bottom of the inner slide looks like. This one I unfortunately will not be able to get onto the mini door, at least not at the moment. I will be able to put this one on the small door though. I even got, it's over here, the original header bracket to it. It's a little wider. I also brought this home. This is a Genie H6000A. This will be my next video. I need to replace the receiver board in it because the button's gone. I have a spare one right here. What else? So I also brought home with me a couple door tracks. These tracks I'm going to use to build a short rail for my overhead door automate and my 2 commercial openers. So you can kind of see this rail here is a full one-piece rail for my overhead door 2026, and this rail right here, if you can see the end of it, maybe not. Well, that is a rail that came off of a Genie Stealth. I also stripped down the Stealth to take the parts out of it, so I have some spare parts for mine. That one is actually an, I believe, 8-foot rail, so a little bit longer, but I should still be able to make it work for on the small door. I'll probably put the Stealth on the rail tomorrow as well, just to, for no reason, just to test that rail out. So I do have those as well. Without further ado, I'll go ahead and run the Moore-O-Matic for you. And we're going to use the linear DTD. So it's actually pretty quiet. And I don't have a light cover for these, but light covers for these are hard as hell to find. I wouldn't be surprised if I never get a lens for this. Yeah, so those work. We'll run it down. In case you guys have never seen an ultralift before, this is the model that the light, it's got a closing door alert, so the light will flash before it closes and as it closes. Yeah, so I stole a bulb out of the 8557 so I could show you that. So that's a Moore-O-Matic, and I don't think it matters where you stop it from. It will still do the other thing, the light, I guess it decided to reverse on me unless I hit the button twice somehow, but yeah, so it doesn't matter where you stop it from, it always will flash. I'm not going to run this thing too much because I ran it a cycle and a half today to test it before I brought it home to make sure it works. And then after that I took the case off to take a look at the inside, and the motor was really hot. So I don't want to run this thing too much, but... See, I don't want to run it too much, but... Yeah, so there you go. That's the Moore-O-Matic Ultralift. Pretty cool machine. So I got to figure out how to take this thing off of the rail. Shouldn't be too difficult. And yeah, that's about it.